Can you hear me now? So the messed up thing here is that the little there so OBS has a little meter down here that okay, cool. This day, seriously. Oh my god. So I even reset it because like when I reboot my computer, everything resets to default in my audio settings and it goes to my condenser mic as opposed to this one, which is plugged into the 2.8 millimeter jack. Um, and I set it back to this one, and it didn't take apparently. But the thing is like I have an audio meter. It shows that it was picking up my voice, and I wasn't even talking that loud, so I just assumed everything was cool. All right, let's start again. I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. I'm a father of four. I'm a 46-year-old professional opera singer, and I'm fat. No, I'm down 28 pounds, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I've been having an excessive amount of technical difficulties this morning. So those of you that are still here, thank you for sticking with me and getting through that. My PC just decided that I didn't have a single audio device hooked into it, and then I like restarted a bunch of apps, and for some reason it recognized the audio devices, but it wasn't working correctly. No, you no. Well, you yes and no. I actually started streaming right at 10, and it took until now to get everything working. Um, when I actually when I first went live, I had like 8, 9, 10 viewers, like right off the bat, and I have lost them all now, except for Faye, because I've been dealing with this bullshit. So it's Monday. That's all I can really say. We had opera rehearsal yesterday. It was, my biggest challenge in that opera is staying awake. I have nothing to do. I'm stubborn. You can't get rid of me that easy. I know you're like herpes. You just keep coming back. I love you, Pepe. But for real, we sat there for a good hour and a half before we were actually needed. And so I, in this opera, sing at the end of Act Two, and that's it. That's all I do. So I have to wait around until the end of Act Two, and then I leave, which is fine by me. I make the same amount of money. Um, but it's sitting through the rehearsal process is killing me right now, and everyone else. It's challenging on a completely different level for a completely different reason. Um, Cadence and Joel were at the grandparents this weekend, along with my wife, who was fixing our car. Found out that the thing that she fixed wasn't actually the problem, so that makes it even better. We heard grind, and we're like, "Oh fuck, the brakes are going back." She replaced the brakes. Wasn't the brakes? Brakes are fine. I'm that glitter that was used in third grade project 13 years ago. So, okay, first of all, as someone who has worked several years, spanning 2 decades, the Renaissance Festival, glitter never goes away. It just reproduces, and you find it in places it never was to begin with, which is amazing since, in theory, it should not be able to move. It does not self-ambulate. So, yeah, that's an accurate description of you, to be totally honest. Um, but yeah, so Cadence has had a problem adapting to being in a different house. He loves going over to the grandparents' house, but then it disrupts his routine, and he's kind of a grump, and he didn't want to eat. And as soon as he got home, right off the bat, he was like, yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. Or as he says, go-gurt, go-gurt, constantly. Um, we played a highly competitive 5 rounds of Uno uh, at the grandparents' house. God, that was interesting. I almost single handedly ended my in law's marriage on that one just because they were playing and I'm the one that brought the cards. So we're going to stretch and we're going to get right into some core work. Let me open up my stream manager over here. It's stupid how well glitter goes where glitter wants. Yeah, that's true. I hope everyone's having a better Monday than me. Jesus, that started off dumb. I had to act as my wife's alarm clock this morning For some reason, she didn't get up at 4:30. I don't know if she slept through her alarm or if she forgot to set it or what. But at 5, I was like, "Hey, you're supposed to be at work," and she still got there on time. Unlike apparently other members of her team who just didn't show up. And she told me it was a bit of a clusterfuck. There's a whole lot of work drama that I'm not going to out on Twitch in public, but it was stupid. It's May 6th. No one wants to work on time. Yeah, Revenge of the 6th. The day after Cinco de Drinko. In America, I refuse to acknowledge it as an actual Mexican holiday because nobody understands what the hell Cinco de Mayo is in this country except for actual Mexicans. Just another excuse for ignorant Americans to go out and get wasted. This is coming from someone who was an ignorant American that got wasted a lot in his younger days. All right. Also, point and laugh. And his oldest is 15 today. You're okay. So, are you honestly asking me, 46, almost 47-year-old man that has a 20-year-old and an 18-year-old, to laugh at a guy for being old for having a 15-year-old? I just want to make sure that we are on the same page as to what I'm doing. My 7-year-old Joel. Hey, Eli, what's happening? There's your mistake. You think Americans need an excuse to get wasted? They don't need it. They just like them. How you doing, Eli? What's happening? I will forever call you Eli. I refuse to call you Kyle. So Joel woke up this morning, and he had wet the bed. He still has a little bit of an issue with that. But normally in the mornings, I have to basically push him every step of the way what to do to get ready to go to school. He loves to procrastinate. This kid, I heard him moving. Never came into my room. Like, the heck? 10 after 7. Now he's been up for at least 15 minutes. So I get up. He's fully dressed. He has yogurt on his mouth, so I know he's eating breakfast. And I look in, and his bed is all taken care of. Like, it's already been stripped. Like, you were busy this morning. He goes, I just wanted you to be proud of me. Like, oh, oh, my child. Good to me, been called worse. That's fair. Me too, brother. Me too. Oh, all right. Just got to get my stream manager back up. I don't know why that closed, but here we go. Okay. So did anyone do anything fun for Cinco de Drinko? I stayed at home. I did laundry. I did virtual grocery shopping. I didn't even leave my house to go grocery shopping. I picked those up this morning. And I pacified a very, very frustrated toddler. I was I was left completely kidless and wifeless all weekend. And people were like, "Wow, what did you do?" It's like, "Yeah, I went to bed at 9:30. That's what I did." Brunch buffet that was Cinco de Mayo themed, so I made some badass breakfast burritos. Hell yeah. I have a I have so much meal prep to do this week, especially since I'm in production this week, so I don't have time to make dinner either. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday I'm on, and then Thursday I'm off. Friday I have a morning thing. I don't know if it counts as a performance for a rehearsal yet because I want to say it's like a student matinee. Sometimes they do this. Student matinee, I get paid as a performance. That's what I would like. I may or may not have had brunch at this place 3 weeks in a row. You and Duke did in-person socializing with the neighbors. They had all their friends with kids over, and our kids found all their birthdays. That's amazing. That sounds like a lot of fun. So Joel,
show me those titties.
Hey, what's up, Premise Land? How are you doing today? Oh, so my in-laws, their house is it's like a duplex. It's like a single floor duplex. Most duplexes I've ever seen have been 2 floors. This one is it's two apartments essentially. And so my in-laws live on one side of it, and then my sister-in-law and her boyfriend live on the other side of it. And pleasantly low anxiety since the kids started acting up, we could just walk home. Nice. Uh, and so Brandon, who is my sister-in-law's boyfriend, was out. I guess he was trimming the weeds or something, and he's going over by the trampoline, and suddenly this clump of fur comes flying out, and he's like, "Oh my god, I killed something!" Right? Well, he didn't kill anything. What he found was insulation for a bunny nest. And so, of course, my wife was just fawning all over it. She gets out there, and if it's covered up, the mama's gone looking for food. Uh, and so she, of course, is like, you got to do some digging. And she uncovered it, and there's sure enough, there's like, I think I counted 4 when she showed me later, but there's just this big clump of bunny. It's like a hydra, only with rabbits, little adorable rabbits. So many baby bunny faces. Um, and yeah, it was very cute. So Joel got to see his first bunny nest, and he thought that was adorable. I mean, Joel has this huge heart. We had one of those by our porch. We never used last year. We had some birds trying to build a nest on our. I wouldn't have cared. Okay, birds can nest wherever the fuck they want. I don't care. But it was on my motion detecting light, so the thing was constantly going off. So I had to kind of deter that before they finished the nest. Ugh. We had bunnies under our porch last year. Face the hydrabbit. The hydrabbit. That sounds like some underwater monstrosity. Ah. X, what's happening, buddy? How are you doing today? This is the best version of Into the Unknown I've ever heard, by the way. I love this version of Into the Unknown. Okay, I'm doing all right. I mean, my whole stream setup decided to take a dump right as I went live, so it was an interesting first half of this stream. The stretch that I'm doing is specifically designed to get the glutes, the glute medius, which is the upper part of your butt, and the lower back. And it has done wonders to help me relieve some back pain. Did Bixie share our new bird with you? I think she did. She shared a picture in Discord, if I'm not mistaken. We love burbs, though. We love burbs. Oh, probably. The fallen I can't get up. Says, I know, right? It is Kiki. Yes. I've fallen and I can't get up. I'm having chest pains. You guys are my age. You remember that commercial? Morning, Celtic. How are you? Cardio day. Already killed it. Yes. I love hearing that. I will probably not have time to do cardio today. I lived by woods for a decade and I work midnights. I hate birds. That's fair. Remember Life Alert commercials? Thank you very much. It's adorable. I had to explain. I do it.
New follow.
Hey, Newbie Man, 1337. Thank you for the follow. Looking forward to seeing more of you in chat. I had to explain. So my wife has never seen the Detroit Zoo commercials. If you live in this area, and again, you're my age, there was a commercial where like it was right before open at the Detroit Zoo, and so you've got like this main zoo guy. Remember them too? Excellent. Who's got like a megaphone shouting to all the animals that they're about to open, so they've got to get to places, and so they're all like scrambling around like panicked community theater actors, and so you've got one of them's like, my lines, I can't remember my lines, oh, and then another one's like, my makeup. And it's if you're in Michigan and you lived in the 80s, you remember this commercial. She does not remember it. So I keep quoting it and she's like, she's heard the whole commercial through quotes of people that, you know, are my age. She's just never seen it. And so we're walking yesterday and I don't remember what she said, but I quoted that commercial and my mind immediately sprung to 50 watts per channel, baby cakes. If you're my age, you also remember that commercial, which I believe was for ABC Warehouse, but I could be wrong on that. And she's like, I'm sorry, what? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yes. All right, so we're gonna work core today. I haven't done that in a couple of days. And then once we're done with that, we're gonna get right into back training. I'm gonna move this over here so I can actually see chat. We're gonna start with those Russian twists. Oh, come on, get over here. Can I make you can always make my day. You can always make my day, Hex. Oh, sounding like a member. Hold on, I gotta click a link now. Yes! Ah!
Pick up a Cedar Point summer.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh man, I can't play it on stream though. I'll play it in a minute. Let me get a set in. Okay. Thanks. Eat.
I can smell you.
Yes, please.
Do it!
All right. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to put this on stream if I can. All right. I'm still here. I'm just at my desk. And I'm twisting. Oh my god, I'm twisting this up so bad right now. You know what? I'm just going to stop messing with that. And we're going to go to my just chatting screen. Hold on, which is now backwards. Okay, I know. And I don't know if this is going to work. If I'm being real. Hold on. Oh shoot, I don't know if I can make this work. Routing.
Attention, the Detroit Zoo will open in
5 minutes, please. Just 5 minutes.
My lines! My lines! I can't remember my lines.
My makeup.
Wardrobe! I say wardrobe!
How do I look? Seriously, how do I look? Hey, honey, give me a little kiss before I go on, huh?
Okay, guys, this way.
Wrong way, guys.
Nice going, Melvin. My lines! My lines!
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-boo.
I want to talk to my agent.
Let me talk to your agent. Take it from me. You just gotta keep cool.
Positions, everyone.
Hey, no shoving. Away from me.
Hey, this place is a zoo.
Visit the Detroit Zoo and see how the stars live.
1 and 2 and
That's fucking fantastic. I love you guys. All right, 1 second. And all right. Oh, I need to start the music again. There we go. All right. So yeah, so that was my childhood right there. I think the Louisville Zoo had a similar one at one point. Does this 100% feels familiar? It, honestly, a whole bunch of zoos might have used it, especially if they have any affiliation with each other at all. But I love that commercial so much. Ugh. Ugh. Whew. The pirate dog. um, the hippo singing, the one crooner. Ba, 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 ba. And when I talk to my agent, it's whatever the groundhog muskrat thing, prairie dog probably. Yeah, but I had no idea what the hell was coming out of his mouth. That was awesome. We're 2 sets in on core. We're doing Russian twists. So with this, I'm using a 20-pound slam ball. You can use a dumbbell. You can use any kind of weight. You can even do it body weight if you want to. Just get used to it. But you want your body to basically form a V. Your butt is the only part that's touching the ground, keeping your core brace. And you're just going to twist back and forth. Tighten that shit up. Whew. This is oh damn, I got 17 viewers right now. I rarely ever look at that, and today I've just been looking at it quite a bit. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Wolverine Guy Kev. I'm a professional opera singer. I like watching old zoo commercials, and I'm trying to lose the gut here. My goal was to lose 90 pounds. I'm about a third of the way. Here we are. This is what we do. Yeah, so the kids this morning, it was super easy drop off, and it was primarily because of Joel. My 8-year-old was just fantastic today. Like I mentioned to Jen, I'm like, I feel bad because Cadence, my 3-year-old, needs so much attention that I don't give Joel the attention he deserves. And so she was like, yeah, I know. It's hard when Cadence like really needs all of that attention. All right, we're gonna do set 3 here. Get my chat over this way. Little Jimi Hendrix, Hulk Hogan action. Six. 8. Oh. So I'm doing 3 sets of 10 on these, or until my abdominals rebel, essentially. Real quick, while I'm thinking about it, I will not be streaming, at least at the normal time, on Friday. I need to keep saying this out loud because I'm going to forget. I have a rehearsal that may turn into a performance. We haven't been told yet. Friday morning. So it's going to be drop the kids off, grab myself some food, head up to the Opera House for a couple hours, and come back. I may stream that night, or I may just stream Saturday. I have not made up my mind yet. Is that fingers crossed or a middle finger? I can't tell from here. You got one of your fingers up. That's fingers crossed. Okay. It could have been a middle finger. I don't know. Premise line is pretty shady like that. Whew. So my wife is, as most of you know, is a dialysis nurse. She works for a private company. It's a very big company. I'm just not going to disclose it right now. What I do, nothing. ¿Por qué no? Why not both? But she potentially has an offer to go work for a VA hospital, and I just, the money and the benefits are outstanding. I'm trying to stress to her though, I'm like, especially considering my last job and the way that that went down, I'm like, it's more important that you are happy with what you were doing rather than looking at the benefits. I mean, the benefits are a part of it, and the salary is a part of it. Sure, I would love more money. I am somewhat of a slut for money, but you know, she left the work in hospitals for a reason. So, but she's also like, I'll be doing the same job, just for a lot more money, and it's hard to say no to that. So it's entirely possible she'll be changing companies soon. Ah. Whew, all right. That was a slut for money. Isn't that a hoe? Ooh, woo, what's up, Clabbers? How you doing? Oh, I just had a great idea. And I'm not telling you what it is, but I had a great idea. I got to talk to Highbeam whenever I talk to her. All right, so I'm going to set up for some weighted cable crunches. If you're looking for a cable system, I will preach this every single day. This cost me $60, $70 at Amazon. It's just anchored right into the subfloor here, the slats of the ceiling of my basement. It's got a carabiner and a pulley that's rated for 300 pounds. I got two of them, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper than getting a $700 cable machine. These things are fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and do 90 pounds on this today. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Doing good. Glad I inspired. Great. I just hope I remember it. Where's my phone? I'm going to write it down. Where did my phone go? It's over here. The rockin' world go round. Yeah, I don't care the open swim has been canceled. Oh, I didn't want to delete that message. Hold, please. Don't. What is this? No, fuck off. All right, where's my reminders app? Okay. Inbox, new reminder. That, I did that. message. There we go. All right.
Follow.
Cosmically Artemis, what's happening? Thank you so much for the follow. Looking forward to seeing more of you in chat. Sorry, I had to write something down in my reminders app before I forgot it. Do you deliver weights? Would that make you a waiter? I hate you, basically. My my wife asked me if I was interested in bartending again, just because I need something a little more flexible as far as income goes. And there's part of me that was like, fuck yeah, I love bartending. And then there's the other part of me that's like, I am pushing 50. Why would I do that to myself? All right. So with weighted cable crunches, this sus reminders for the win, right? With weighted cable crunches, this is one thing that I feel every once in a while I need to kind of stress how to do this correctly. A lot of people, they'll get down, they'll have the weights, and they'll bend over at the hip and they'll go down like this. I had to put my arms down to balance myself. And all that's doing right here is working your hip flexors. It's not actually working your abs. So this is one of the few times where you do want to round your back and try to fold yourself in half, your chest to your hips. So you're coming down like this. So you don't actually like crunch yourself because your spine doesn't bend that way. But hello, what's happening? How are you doing? Welcome in. Shit. I'm the youngest bartender at Arrowhead. Just find you a vet's clip to work. No. It's not. Okay, let me rephrase this. I'm not worried about like working at a club that's got a bunch of 20-year-olds or anything like that. That isn't what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the fact that my bedtime is 9:30 at night because I'm so fucking old. Fog for a 2-hour delay. I get to watch streams while I work. Music Man, what's happening? All right. I don't know if I need the chain extension or not. Let's see. Ugh. Oh, fuck. All right, I don't need the chain extension, but Jesus Christ. I don't think I've done 90 on that one before. You can see your abs deep inside. You must have that Superman level X-ray vision. I got my abs have a 27th degree black belt in ninja. How you doing, KDDW? What's up? Recovering from a broken. Oh shit! How did you do that? If you don't mind me asking, how did you do that? Good morning. Good morning. My favorite is I have abs. I just keep them in the fridge. That's true. That's true. I have. I actually have a pretty strong core. I did dance when I was a lot younger, and in college. I did done dance multiple times, and it was hilariously. I've studied dance. I've taken tap. I've taken jazz. I've taken ballet. I still can't do it. However, it's a hell of a workout. I also did 20 years of martial arts. So I have a very strong core. I have just decided to cushion that core and insulate it. It's not about the abs on the outside, it's about the abs here. Maybe the real abs are the friends we made along the way. Yeah, because definitely. You know, and I'm being honest now. When I first just protecting it for when I wrestle bears in the woods, exactly. One of my friends from Bach, I haven't heard from her in a while, right? Her wife posted last week. Thanks for all the love and support as name heals from 2 broken wrists. Oh my gosh. By bears, I mean my 20-pound cat. Lizzie kicks my ass. Oh my God. Artemis, don't drop that broken ankle and leave me hanging. But, for real, when I started all of this 3 months ago, now, for those of you that don't know me, I have been like, my weight has swung wildly over the course of my life. There have been times when I have been extremely ripped down to like 6% body fat. And there have been times when I have been pushing 300, over 300 pounds. Some of that's due to illness, some of it's due to DoorDash. Both of those things are horrible. And so when I started this round of being in the gym literally 6 days a week, every single week for the last, it's been like 3.5 months now. I had double XL shirts that were starting to get tight on me. Some of it was in my arms. That was cool, but not so much everywhere else. And as of about 2 weeks ago, at least when I flex, I can see the outline of my abs again. I can see my feet now. I feel like Eddie Murphy in The Nutty Professor when he first became skinny. He was like, oh my God, I can see my dick. That's about where I'm at. Okay, set 2.
Titty sprinkles.
God damn it. Okay. Fucking titty sprinkles, man, every time. I missed how your comment was insensitive. I was on a treadmill, I wasn't used to a professional runner and still injured myself. Oh no! Accidentally hit speed 10 instead of English, son of a bitch. Oh my God, that's horrible. Ball, break my ankle, sprain my wrist. 3 fractured ribs, already contacted a lawyer in the company, offered me an out-of-court settlement, which you took. They also replaced the treadmill. Oh my God. That's... I am not mocking you. Let me preface this. But if that isn't the most fucking Looney Tunes Wile E. Coyote way to hurt yourself without actually dropping an anvil on your head that I have ever heard of, holy shit. That's like Daffy Duck sabotaging the treadmill and swapping out the buttons level. Good Lord, what kind of fucking betrayal? Like, I'm a professional runner, and my most used training tool is going to do that to me. Oh my God. Hi, Beam, what's up? I have a favor I need to ask of you. I have flung off treadmills before, and that shit hurts. Oh, I've done it before too. I have been that guy that like started looking at something and it wasn't paying attention, and then fell and you get carted right off the treadmill, and you just try to go into push-ups on the end of it. I've been that guy. I apologize for nothing. Well, I hope you heal up quickly. I have never broken my ankle. I have dislocated my shoulder and I cracked a couple of ribs in separate incidents. And I think for me, the ribs were the worst because you can avoid using your arm. you can avoid putting weight. I also had I broke my foot really bad tripping up my stairs once. You can avoid putting weight on your foot. You can't avoid breathing. That is the hard part of cracking ribs. It's fine. I have injuries. I laugh at. I was a Marine, got shot, have it tattooed to make it look badass. You can't laugh at yourself. You're doing something wrong. You know, and that is an awesome attitude to have. It's certainly the attitude I have, but I always want to make sure that I'm just like, hey, new person, you've got some misfortune that I need to laugh at. Let's all have a good laugh at your expense. That's not what this is. But it was just like that was the first thing I thought of was like you're running full speed and some malevolent bird painted a tunnel into solid rock and you just ran straight into it. That's what it seems like, you know? Ooh. All right. Jesus. All right, that was 4 sets of that. Killing my abs today. Broke his foot so well the doctor thought the x-ray was a joke. That is true. There has been 2 times now where I have fucked myself up so bad that the doctor has said, y'all got to come look at this. It's never fun. Like, could we please just not do that? And one of those times was my foot. I actually had the type of break that I had. The surgeon had never seen it happen in a foot before. It's usually a hand injury. And not only that, it was so ridiculous. He thought the other doctors in his practice had put me up to it. And I was like, could we please just fix it? And the other time, I'm pretty sure was when I actually got my autoimmune diagnosis because there was also no reason I should have had that. I had none of the markers that would predispose me to it. It was a rare disease to begin with, and I was the first older white male I think in history to ever get this. My thigh master stole my grandma's identity. What the fuck? Oh, 25 minutes. Okay. All right. I'm going to do some reverse crunches, which are essentially going to be me throwing my legs up in the air like I am a true player, or like I just don't care. One of the two. All right. Good. Move this over. Oh. So what's on the agenda for Monday, y'all, or this week, or whatever? And Artemis, so you see you're a professional runner? Is that how you worded that? Yes, professional runner. So what does that entail? I wanted to start a trend of stories where exercise equipment betrays people. Professional runner. So like, how does that work? Do you just get in races, and that's like your income? Are you like sponsored and stuff? That's cool as hell. I try not to run unless something is chasing me personally. So if y'all see me running, you better run too. Exercise equipment betrays people. That's like my life right there. You know, I make that joke because I'm going to drop a barbell on my head. Ugh. Ugh. Huh. That's it.
Show me those bitties.
May your gains never be absent. Promised Land, thank you so much. I will see you later, alligator. How is there not an ooh on that set? Because I'm weak. Clabbers, I'm weak. Get a little closer there. Ooh woo. Clabbers has got this thing with me saying ooh woo between reps. And then I started doing an ooh woo voice, which is probably a horrible ooh woo voice. I want to do one of those TikTok transitions where whatever the song is, where it's like the girl's like, I don't know what you expected of me, like I don't talk in an ooh woo voice, and then there's a ooh woo, and like then they're all hot and whatnot. I should do one of those, but end up in a crop top. You're welcome. I mean, I gotta message you real quick. Hold on. There, I sent it. Just, I was inspired today. You're scared. You should be scared. Having a crop top. Moist. Look, I got to show off my titties. I spend twice a week lifting over 300 pounds trying to build them. I got to show this shit off. I'm gonna cosplay as H2O11. You guys know I've rated her a few times. She is both the sweetest streamer I know, and she is gorgeous. And she wears those wraparound tops, and I'm like, I could rock that. It's, see the Kev moves. No one wants to see the movies. It's like, y'all ever seen Jay and Silent Bob? Up here, it's movie world, all right?
Welcome to the
Ripping
Wolverine
Knight coming in
Nation.
with a tier 1 sub for 32 straight months. I owe you 10 bodyweight squats. H211 is so sweet. She is so sweet, and she's hilarious, too. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Sponsored by different people. Adidas, Gatorade. Gatorade's better than water. I learned that from the water boy. Gatorade. And Kid Runner, they pay me to compete or run casually in events. Some events I hold back. There's some I go all out trying to do the best I can. Female 2. Did the Ironman 8 times. I apologize if I assumed male. Did not mean to offend. Ironman 8 times Death Valley. Jesus Christ. Jacksonville, Florida to Key West in 4 days. I just kind of randomly shout out pronouns and somebody will correct me eventually. That's amazing. Seriously, that sounds so awesome. You ran from Jacksonville, Florida to Key West. Jesus. One time, I lightly jogged down to the end of my block. Gatorade was not impressed, but they did sponsor my hydration, and by sponsor my hydration, I mean I drank a Gatorade. I'm tired just thinking about that. That's awesome. It really is. Really is. See, when you say you broke your ankle on a treadmill, I just assume that guys are the ones that lack the grace to do that. I'm the one that tripped up my stairs, so no, that's awesome. That's really awesome. All right, this is, what is this, set 2? Set 2. We're going to go with set 2. Ah. We have seismic evidence. Shut the fuck up. At my absolutely most fit, most in shape, I ran a 6-minute mile once. I am very proud of that. I will never do it again. That was your mother-in-law rolling out of bed. Aw. I was, good Lord, I was in one of those 24/7 gyms, and it was my second workout session of the day, which at that point in time I was always doing cardio, and I made a lot of noise during that run. I was not was not quiet. Ah, fuck. Yeah, I will never ever attempt that again. Jesus. A lot of my friends do like marathons all the time, and I just never get into running. Like I'll warm up on a treadmill, and there are times when I can go maybe 20 minutes at 5 miles an hour. I think that's pretty okay, but gee, I couldn't do that. That's amazing. That is a feat. Running. I'm a father. Sorry. Um, my oldest, um, he used to play soccer and he used to swim. Now he does CrossFit. That's why I have firearms. Fuck running. What's the difference between dad jokes and mom jokes? Oh gosh, I don't know. What's the difference? I honestly can't wait for this. Mom jokes are actually. Hold on. This is my favorite dad joke right now, and I'm sure I've told this on stream before. What? It's so stupid. Why did the Mexican take anti-anxiety meds? For his panic attacks. It's so horrible.
Boo!
Thank you. I deserve every bit of that. I'll take that boo. I deserve that entirely. Oh. All right. Set 3. Ugh. 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 Fuck. Whew. That's good. About 40 minutes on that. I know it was only 3 exercises and I usually do 4, but I'm good with that. I had a 20-minute late start thanks to technological difficulties. Move this over here. You take it and like it. How do you know a baritone's at your door? He lost the key and doesn't know when to. Oh! Ouch! Ouch! Those are sopranos, by the way. Fucking hurt. It's so goddamn true. All right, let me get this out of the way. I'm going to switch over to back now. Live Kevin reaction. You guys are ruthless this morning. This is one of the better versions of Careless Whisper. Mind you, I'm a big George Michael fan, so, and Wham fan. George Michael could sing literally anything, and a lot of things better than the original. All right, so I need to go into my notes app. Today is Monday, so we're doing barbell row, T-bar row, alternating dumbbell rows, which are probably actually just going to be chest supported rows today. Everybody's hate from Monday work is channeling here. I know, right? Hell, you know, and my Mondays, it normally doesn't matter. I don't fucking work. You know, I do this, I do the operas, I do barbershop. That's all I do, you know, because I have to take care of my kids. And during the day, taking care of my kids, meaning that I drop them off at school and therapy and pick them up on time. And there ain't a place around that'll allow me to do that and work. So since I'm a tenor, what's a tenor's resonance? Where his brain should be in his nose. But I started off today and like literally nothing on my PC would work. Nothing at all. I blamed the ruthlessness on the student story lacking. Ooh woo. Ooh woo. All right, so barbell rows. We're gonna put this right down on the floor. I'm gonna figure out where the hell my jack. Oh, my jack's right there. All right. I think my dog wants my attention. Pick in DM for context. I'll check it out in a minute. Oh, okay. So I'm actually going to go lighter on weight than I normally do with this, because I want to make sure that I'm retracting my shoulders all the way in between reps. So a lot of times when people are doing super heavy, they just do this. And it's important that you round the shoulders and then get full retraction here. And that's what's going to work the upper back, okay? Where the hell is my phone? Why do I keep misplacing my phone? All right. What DMs? Discord? Like, you have so many different ways you can contact me. Why do I have 6 notifications? What the fuck? That's awesome. My favorite dad joke. I got fired from my job for taking a day off. The colander factory didn't like my costs. It's okay. I always tell people that me and my ex-fiance broke up for religious reasons because, you know, I'm Presbyterian and she was Satan. I told somebody that once and they were like, really? Religion's that big of a deal to you? That's no, I just didn't want to date the literal fucking devil. All right, so we're going to start off with 135 here. And again, this is just kind of a form check. And I'm going to slowly add weight depending on how that is. And I know that I have not been retracting my shoulders as much as I can. So we're going to make sure that we're doing the maximum amount of effort. And because this is a pulling motion, I'm going to be using my lifting straps. I got VersaGrips Pro, which is not sponsored, affiliated with them anyway. I just really like this product. Velcro straps right around the wrist. These are the VersaGrips Pro. They also have 2 other versions. They have the VersaGrip Ultimate and VersaGrip Regular. Regular's around $50. The Pros have their patented Non-slip material, which is awesome, by the way. I went through and looked at the differences on my last stream. And quite frankly, is this my right hand? No, this is for my left hand. If you're not using straps on your pulling movement, Jesus Christ, I can't talk. If you're not using straps on your pulling movements, you are leaving gains on the table. I fucking rehearsed that line. I'm gonna fix my watch. Are you pescatarian? Me too. I'm veg. It's close. Close enough. No, I am definitely an omnivore. In fact, I like everything but fish. I don't like fish. I also don't like butt fish. Okay, you guys are just gonna have to deal with some of my computer being in the shot there. My computer. Where's my other strap? Another one. You used to have planned days are out when Doof wants to eat fish at home. The smell is too much for me. Oh, right, because you're vegan or vegetarian? I forget which. I vegan. But beyond that, I hate the smell of. That's fair. I hate the smell of vegans. Kevin doesn't like fish. That sounds kind of fishy to me. Ooh, woo. No, I'm not a big seafood fan. There's a couple things that I'll eat. I don't mind, like, I like salmon. Cod's all right. I shower, thank you. Liar. I don't mind cod. I have eaten crab dip, but that's largely for the cream cheese. Yeah, I don't like the texture of shrimp either. So it's all just Jesus Christ phone. Yeah, I know, right? Annual bath day. Crab rangoons. Okay, yeah, but crab cheese rangoons. It's for the cream cheese. All right. So this is not a big weight, so I don't need to brace and worry about all those things in order to not injure myself. I'm still going to though. I'm gonna lift this just like the deadlift. That wasn't too bad. Thought we were going to have a problem. You didn't like them rangoons. Everyone likes them. Man, I don't know anyone ever said, I don't want no crab rangoons. Crab rangoons might be the most delicious thing on the planet. Donkey and his parfaits. Donkey. I did Shrek the musical with my alma mater. I directed it. Obviously, Shrek is a newer musical than I am, and our donkey was absolutely hysterical. He was phenomenal. Doot, 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 doot. All of you, you're welcome for that earworm. I always love when like somebody posts a story on Twitch, or like I'm watching a live stream on TikTok or something, and that person's face is now on my watch. And I look down and I'm like, one, who is that? And two, are you trying to get me in trouble with my wife? Because it's always like, like H2O Lovin' or Limitless Fitness or Joe Workout, somebody that it's, those are good streamers that I follow, and they're the only ones that use stories. Don't trigger. Pixel, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, last couple of days, I've had to pick up food on my way home from the opera house. You're all right. All right's better than bad. But so I've been kind of meh on my diet the last couple of days. It happens. Just trying to fix that today. So I got all my groceries. I got to make sure my chicken is still good because I'm pushing that. I know I'm pushing that. I may have to go back to get new chicken. I'm making a Philly cheesesteak casserole tonight for dinner. So basically, it's going to be lean ground beef. And I'm going to saute some. My mother-in-law just sent me something. Hang on. I don't know why she's sending me that. Okay. Anyway, the hell was I saying? Oh yeah. So it's green peppers, onions, and mushrooms sauteed into lean ground beef. Throw that into a casserole dish. Put some no fat mozzarella on top of that. Bake it in the oven until it's brown and bubbly. And then I'm gonna make some homemade French fries. Every time I say homemade something, like homemade French fries, like that bitch did what? I'm so stupid. All right. Set two. Oh. 6, 7. Oh. Oh. Barbell rows are tough because they're never. I like in my head they should be done differently, and I keep wanting to do them. And in my head, it's wrong, by the way. So, it's just I got to wrap my head around the form on them because even the angle is very strange. To do just like in my head. You ever had something like you think it out and you're like, it should be done this way, and then like, oh, it's not even close, and then you have to keep fighting your instincts? That's what barbell rows are for me. Dumbbell rows, way more intuitive. Notice how he sets the weights down and doesn't let them drop. That annoys me when people just let them drop. It depends on the lift. It does depend on the lift. There are some lifts where it's safer to let them drop than to just set them down. And there is a big difference between dropping them and throwing them or dropping them up here, which I have seen people do before. Deadlifts, if you're doing super heavy, yes, you should drop it. And I say that respectfully. There are platforms that are designed for deadlifts specifically to drop them. And it just has to do with the amount of load and fatigue, etc. I will Sometimes I drop heavy dumbbells just because my grip strength is shite, but in order to grow the muscle that I need to target, I need to go heavier than my grip will allow for. And I am not one of those people that believes in your grip strength being a limiting factor. Now, that being said, I've seen people in commercial gyms that will literally just like drop, I mean, they'll drop presses, just throw them down. I've only ever dropped something that bounced, like hard enough to where it bounced once, and it was actually my deadlift PR, and I just got really excited. And that was on me. I was really excited that I deadlifted over 450. But there's, you know, and there's a lot of that really aggressive you know, dropping and grunting and whatever, everything the Planet Fitness makes fun of, it exists. It doesn't exist as much as they say it exists. It's not nearly as prevalent, but it does exist. But then in Planet Fitness, you have the opposite problem, where if you do know what you're doing in that gym, you are the one that is mocked and judged. I don't mind the whole loaded bar being dropped when people throw the individual plates. Right. And that's how you break your plates. Respect your equipment. Loaded bars are fine to, again, drop, not slam. There is a huge difference. I have been at Planet Fitness and set off the lunk alarm for racking my weight too loudly. Like, my friend, the bar is metal, the rack is metal. What would you like me to do? I'm lifting about 300 pounds here. Lift lighter. I beg your pardon. Also, one time I was breathing too aggressively. That was about the time I left Planet Fitness. Like, I'm sorry that sustaining my life is intimidating to other people. The fuck? There is a place for Planet Fitness. I appreciate that people that are heavily into cardio or that don't feel I know, right? Or that don't feel comfortable going into a regular gym because it's intimidating. And I get that. I have been there. You go into a regular gym with all those bodybuilders and you're like, what the fuck? I don't belong here. You know, I get it. But to foster an atmosphere where if you do make progress, you are shunned. No, you're still the problem. Ah. That would have got a lunk alarm right there. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid that would have got a lunk alarm. Hilariously, pretty soon I am going to be going back to Planet Fitness. I mean that seriously. Hold on. Are you sure? What's the TV brand? In with the ooh, out with the woo. Wax on, wax off, motherfucker. What am I going to next? I made my own gym because I can't stand waiting for people to stand around talking. I hate jaw day. Yes, jaw day is the worst. Like you need to break between sets, but don't break in 15 minutes. Wolverine dude, what's happening? All right, bro, are you changing your name or not? For the record, Wolverine dude used to be Wolverine man. He had his own custom like walk-in message, like some of my regulars do here. I need to actually add more. But in the coding that I use, I have to have an exact match on his name. So I was going to change it. He's like, no, don't change it. I'm changing my name again. Like, okay. And I'm just waiting for it to happen. I'm not saying like, Wolverine, man, what the fuck? It's copyright infringement. It's not that. That's what it sounded like. All right. Oh, you do it. Oh, I missed it. You told me that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I started getting all of this about a year ago and just kept accruing more and more equipment, and now I have enough to where I can do a total workout here for almost every body part. Landmine rows. Okay. You know I don't listen or read, do anything I'm supposed to do. All right, so for landmines, I have to unload the entire bar because I have to put the T-bar attachment on before all the weight. Words are hard. Ain't that the motherfucking truth? Ugh. If you do have a home gym and you work with anything where your barbell's coming off the floor and you have to load weights, that $60 barbell jack is probably the best purchase I've ever made. Actually, Jen might have gotten that for me for Christmas. Either way, I know I asked for it, and that's the most useful thing I have. Nope, that ain't gonna hold that weight. Jesus Christ, I just want to lean up against something. There. All right. So now I don't have a landmine attachment. So I use this. It's basically a rubber stopper. It is called the barbell bomb. It looks like an old-time cartoon bomb with a little fuse on it. Can't really see it, but it says barbell bomb right there with a picture of that. And you just shove it right up against the wall. Keeps it from sliding around on the wall. And it doesn't fuck up your paint or your trim or anything like that. Oh. Words are very hard, High Beam. All right, landmine attachment. Now this thing has actually been great. It is cheaply made though. There's an attachment right here that allows it to tighten onto a barbell, and the knob has just been crumbling. It's nice meeting a friend who just had a hysterectomy or is having. Oh no! I mean, you know what I mean. That's just a lot of surgery. So it was wonderful meeting you. I hope I see you again soon. Thoughts to your friend who's having the hysterectomy, and hopefully I see you again soon. Do not injure yourself any further, please. It was wonderful meeting you. Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna go 3 plates on this one. I am a glutton for punishment. Oh. If you've been here any length of time, you know I'm taking that off the jack now, because otherwise this much weight that far off of the collar is gonna make the other end fly up.
Do it!
Do my best. All right. Have a great day, Artemis. Oh. There we go. Gonna give it a second. We're gonna be doing neutral grip on this. Target those lats a little harder. Ooh. That's one one issue that I'm having right now. It's a great problem to have, but my clothes don't quite fit correctly anymore. I don't know if I posted on Discord or not, but I did post it on my socials that my jeans like come out to here now. So I got to go to Old Navy. It's pretty much the only place I can find jeans that fit me. And I don't mean like they're the right size, like I know what I wear, but I, even as out of shape as I got, I still have huge quads and a huge ass. And it's really hard to find pants that fit you when you've got big quads and a big ass. I have to essentially shop for pants that have a much bigger waist than I actually have, once again, to get it over my huge ass. Kev's been baking that cake for a long time. That motherfucker is cooked. All right. And I tell you what, last week I fucking clapped these cheeks. That's the right thing to say, right? Okay. All right. So these this particular attachment, the grip on it is actually like really good. I don't think I'm gonna need my my straps. We're gonna see after this first set. Still lifting like it's a deadlift. Oh. 9, 10. Oh, fuck. Kev boasting about his plump rump. I got that plump in the rump. Big booty problems. Seriously, High Beam, you know. Don't pretend like you don't know. You were showing that cake off all night at that wedding. High Beam had her own entrance music at that wedding she went to. It was bootylicious. You and Winterfire looked fantastic. Seriously. Whew. It feels like I've been doing this much longer than 20 minutes. Oh, I heckin' know. My booty is hard to find pants that I fit. Yeah, no, you get it. You absolutely get it. And I mean that in literally the best way possible, because damn. That's all I got to say about that. Boom. Off to my Cairo appointment later, nerds. All right, girly, go get adjusted. Stop screwing up your neck and your spine and everything else. Set 2. Ugh. 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 That's a lot of fucking weight. Celtic High Beam, hugs and happy Monday to you. I'm going to walk off camera for 1 second. My mother-in-law is looking for a remote to a TV that I gave her and cannot find it. Let's see if it's the one place that I can imagine it might be. It is not. Huh. I don't know where the hell else it would be. Huh. That's definitely not it. Huh. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Iron Scotsman, good morning, you beautiful bastards and darlings. Saracel, I saw you earlier, Saracel, and I was having all those issues. Thanks for swinging back by or sticking with me, one of the two. Scotsman, what's happening, buddy? All right, I'm chatting with my mother-in-law who's having a technical issue with a TV that I essentially traded her. And I got the better end of the deal on the trade. She knew that I was getting the better end of the deal on the trade. I was having a problem with the TV, and she's like, "Hey, I've got one I never use. Just swap me." And I was like, "Okay, great." Somewhere in there, and I don't know, it was sometime in the last year that we swapped, but I don't know when. The remote to it, I could have sworn that I gave it to her, but she can't find it. She thinks it's here. I don't know where it is if it's here, so I'm trying to figure out how she can use it. And now her and my wife are talking about it, kind of going back and forth on what to do. And I'm like, guys, I'll do some digging. Universal remote, baby. I know. I'll get distracted by work. They're being jerks to me. Fuck those guys. Yeah, but it's like, it's a specific remote that has specific launch pad on it. I think the issue is she can't get it to set up. She even has a remote that is the correct brand of TV, and it's not working with it for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm trying to troubleshoot. Ugh. Hey, Deadman, what's up? How you doing? All right, set 3. Ugh. 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 Jesus Christ. Fucking row that. I know, right? That's God damn, that's heavy. I would have got kicked out of Planet Fitness for that. So anyway, continuing what I was saying earlier, I am soon getting a membership to Planet Fitness for 2 reasons. One of them, simply because there are certain body parts that are easier to work out with a machine than here. All of them are leg oriented. And 2, my pasty white ass needs a tan, which has more to do with it than anything else. So it ain't gonna change any of this. Hold on. Hey. Whew. I'm a YMCA baby, 2 blocks from my house, so I walk there. There isn't a YMCA near me. If I wanted to, there is a YMCA right across the street from the Detroit Opera House. And as a Detroit Opera employee, I can get a membership there for $15 a month. The problem is, I don't work there that often anymore. So there's really no reason for me to do that. All right, I'm actually going to put my my strips back on. I am going to do the wide grip on here too, because my back needs work. Pirates so brave on the 7 seas. I love Tortuga. Okay. Keira Knightley. For the record, I love this song. Michael Bolton is fucking hilarious. Seriously. So, Sarah, what do you do? And Dead Man, shouldn't you be like, I don't know, working or something? Didn't you get a new job? Or are you a professional Twitch watcher now? Because that would be an awesome job. The YMCA across from Detroit Opera, though, is fucking phenomenal. It's huge, too. I grew up in Flint for 40 years. Our Y was fucking beat up. And just hood is all hell. So it's weird for me to see a good Y. Oh shit. Now I have to fix this because I don't want to hit my shins. Okay. Ah. 9, 10. Jesus Christ. Whew. Yeah, I actually found that out a month or so ago that you show them your pay stub from Detroit Opera. They're like, oh, yeah, $15 a month. Like, it's actually cheaper than Planet Fitness. The problem is that I'd have to drive like 20 minutes one way to get there. And it's not near anything else I do but the opera. And I can't just walk into the opera from a workout. They frown on me having a smelly ass. You from the Motor City? Hell yeah. I'm actually specifically from Buick City, Flint, but I live in Detroit. I live right by Detroit now. Outside of Michigan, people would probably still call this Detroit. I had somebody call Flint Metro Detroit once. I'm like, sir, I think you need to use geography. Like, well, you're only an hour away. So what? Ann Arbor is Metro Detroit too? The fuck? It's actually closer than Flint. It ain't Detroit. Flint, yeah, I'm a born and bred Flintstone. Kansas City, Missouri. I have read that as Kokomo. I'm like, what? That's awesome. I'm really? Huh. I have found more people that I talk to that are like literally right by me. Go Chiefs. Wah, wah. Should have been the Lions. Should have been the Lions. I'm still bitter about the amount of bad luck that we had, and it was bad luck in that championship game. The Niners won. They executed when we didn't. But for fuck's sake, that sequence of plays where they took the lead are all 1 in a million chance of working out the way that they did. Really, yeah. Don't worry, we got the Niners for you. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's just that, you watch, as a Lions fan, you're watching the Super Bowl going, well, we could have beaten both of these teams. We just did, well, we beat the Chiefs in the first week without Kelsey, I know. No, that's cool. It was a fun game. And just being able to say that I've now seen the Lions go to the NFC Championship twice, and win double the amount of playoff games this year than they've won in their entire history. It was nice. Oh, I lost count. right. We'll just call that good. One more set. Luck is a skill set. When the lines have been so bad so long, you have no idea. B just asked if you were shit talking me. I'm not. I'm really not. Yeah. I still remember watching the 91 season when we went 12-4. Had a bye in the first round. Smashed the Cowboys in the second. And then got absolutely clobbered by the eventual Super Bowl champions. And then this year, this was a heartbreaker because we could have won the whole fucking thing. We really could have. No one was beating the Redskins in 91. Nobody. We probably could have beaten the Bills. I believe maybe it was the Giants. I don't know who the fuck it was. They didn't win. But yeah, with that trio of receivers they had that year and Mark Rippon, there was nobody beating them. This year was a bit more of a toss-up. I really could have seen anyone in either championship game winning the whole thing. Nobody beats the Bills quite like the Bills. It was the Bills, yeah. Man, Joe Montana made a career out of that. Giant supremacy. Man, New York's got it rough. Okay, so I have not watched it yet. Has anybody seen the roast of Tom Brady? Because the clips that I've seen have been fucking brutal. I mean, like, holy shit. They just went at him. I think it's Brady walked out, apparently. I have no idea if that was scripted or what. You've seen the clips. What's her name? The female comedian, the blonde, really pretty blonde that always goes all in on everybody. She absolutely annihilated everybody. I think she hit Kevin Hart harder than she did Tom Brady. And Gronk, for that matter.
I can smell you.
Thanks for the lurk. Whoever that was. Good morning, Lobo. Clabbers, thanks for the lurk. The Bills Mafia, I know, right? That and his 9/11 joke. Jesus Christ. He'll always remember that fateful day when two jets crashed right into Drew Bledsoe. Said the Mafia normally has rings. I know, right? Oh my God. That was savage. That was good. And this is why I don't normally do this. All right, let's put you back down. Forgot about that. I remembered putting it on, not taking it off. Oh, that seems really light now. There we go. Now, jack it up. I'm nearing 40 and people forget how big of chokers the Chiefs were until... Yeah, no, you're absolutely correct. Well, I mean, people also can't believe that at one point the Lions were the most dominant NFL team. Mind you, the Super Bowl didn't exist at that point, but it is a fact. Never got it done under Marty. I'm just, man, you know, I think everyone in Detroit was really skeptical of Campbell. And holy fuck. It was one of those instances where it was like, I'm so happy I was wrong. Night Train Lane era. Yeah. I wish Sanders could have I just wish Sanders could have stuck it out for a Super Bowl. I mean, mind you, he'd be running until he was 90, but it just sucks. That dude gave more to the Lions than we deserved. Same thing with Megatron. And really, Stafford, I don't care what anybody says. Stafford's one of the best quarterbacks we ever had. Oh. I just need a minute. All right, so I'm going to do dumbbell rows, chest supported. So there's another one where I am retracting and pulling the weight to my waist. Just catching my breath. And with this one, I need to use the adjustable weights. And I'm going to make sure that I get this more in train. That's what happens when I try to talk and I'm reading chat. More into the camera, more in view. That's the word I was looking for. I'm going to adjust this so I don't just slide off the bench, because even if that's not something that's like hugely possible, Lions, like the Chiefs, had a rough history at QB. We've had one really great quarterback with Stafford and Mahomes. We have had a history of misusing quarterbacks, regardless of whether or not they are elite level or not. Now, Stafford is really the only elite level quarterback we've had in my lifetime. Goff is right behind him. Goff is a lot better than people give him credit for. But Andre Ware should have been a lot better. And I blame that on coaching. I absolutely blame that on coaching. Andre Ware, Heisman winner, first round draft pick, and then they benched him. Inexplicably. So Andre Ware never developed. And then I don't think he ever actually was named the starter for the Lions, ever. Not a single time. I don't know why that paused. And oh yeah, you know, Bobby Lane was way before my time, though. Bobby Lane is fucking elite. I'm just saying, in my lifetime. No, Bobby Lane is, and Billy Sims, for that matter. Billy Sims, while not a quarterback, also very elite level running back. But Andre Ware is one of those, could have been. Rodney Peete was solid, but I mean, Eric Kramer was all right. I did not hate Eric Kramer, that's for sure. A lot of people give him grief because we didn't win the championship in '91, but that was a team failure. I just hope that first round pick for the Bears is not going to be a dud. They hyped him up enough. God, if I didn't hate him so much as a human being, I think I hate his father even more. Joey. Poor Joey. I learned the hard way not to drop these last week. Yeah, he's an asshole. Lobo, yeah. So okay. This is my problem with Caleb Williams. Dude wins the Heisman his junior year. Plays at the level of a generational quarterback his junior year. That's fucking amazing. Came back to try to do it twice. I can't say that I blame him there. Doesn't do it. Not only does he not do it, had a good year, but compared to his last year, mediocre. Not horrible, not even bad by anyone's standards. And if he hadn't played to the level that won the Heisman his junior year, I would say he had a pretty fucking good year. But it was the demands that were being made for teams to sign him. As a man who played the game I can't respect, look up to a dude wearing dresses and painting his nails and crying all over. I don't know, just ain't it for me. I don't really care what he wears. I don't give a shit. Honestly, I think that makes him more secure of a man than the majority of us. It's my opinion. I don't have any problem with that dude. That dude wants to go out in a fucking mini skirt and heels. God bless him. My problem is demanding what he was demanding as a rookie quarterback that has never played at the NFL level, regardless of how he played in college, and came off of a not as great year. Just the arrogance, the absolute arrogance. But I don't know. I mean, that's like hating on Dennis Rodman. I mean, he was doing it way before anyone else, and Dennis Rodman's a badass. His record versus great defense and how he played wasn't good. Not his senior year. You are correct. And if he ends up being great, fantastic. Good for Chicago. They do not have a good track record, but I mean, right off the bat, I mean, I know he was kidding, but after all of that went around with like his contract demands and all of that shit, he texts the punter like, I hope you like sitting around because we ain't gonna need you this year. And I know it was a joke, but still, it's like, dude, that's not a good look for you, consider all things considered. So Rodman is a fruity guy, doesn't make not a great player. I mean, Rodman, okay, I wouldn't even describe Rodman as fruity. The dude is just strange. He is just strange. And I mean that in every aspect of his personality. But, I mean, I don't know. Just let people live and be happy. Beast of a rebounder. Yeah, nobody is ever going to come close to Rodman as a rebounder. Dude was insane. Yeah. Sorry. Scotsman, full disclosure here. I am a bit touchy when it comes to comments. It seems like they're trashing LGBTQ. My brother is trans, and was bullied quite a bit from the time that he was a kid. At that time, identified as my sister. And being in theater and opera, I am the majority of the people that I know are in the alphabet mafia, so to speak. So if I'm coming off a little like, that's why. And I mean, as someone that grew up in the 80s, I get it. So anyway, not trying to lecture anybody. That's just want to put it out there. Full disclosure. I kind of when I hear that stuff. But I mean, we're cool. I want to make sure I say that. It's not like I ain't pissed. No, I get it. I don't hate anyone. Live your life. I'm just kind of an old school, leave me alone kind of cat. I'm an asshole. I hate everyone. No, I am equal opportunity dickhead. Right there. Yeah. I got. My brain just went somewhere else. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, Rodman was badass. I grew up watching the Pistons when he was still in Detroit. It broke my heart when he got traded to the Bulls because I hated the Bulls so much. Like they already have Jordan and Pippen. Why? Why are we letting them have an All-Star team? God damn! It was bad enough with just Jordan. I'm a weird cat. I have romantic comedies and working. I like romantic comedies and working on cars, whereas I like action movies and cooking. My wife handled the working on cars. She's the grease monkey. Um. But anyway, going back to football, it's just we have fielded rosters that were absolutely insane when you look at it on paper. I mean, we had Barry Sanders and Megatron and Stafford and Herman Moore and Brett Perriman and Chris Spielman and Jerry Ball and Dokamong Su. I mean, that was barely two eras right there that were back to back. And you're telling me we can't win a playoff game? Now, the amount of times a ref fucked the Lions, and I mean, go back and watch those games, especially the playoffs. The refs fucked the Lions, is just obscene, but still. No one in the NBA knows how to rebound anymore. Just saying, well, the game has changed too. It's a lot more shooter friendly now than it used to be. And it's just like the NFL has changed too. That's why it's hard to compare. It's hard to compare someone like Patrick Mahomes, who I'm not knocking in the least. The man is a great quarterback, but it's hard to compare him to Joe Montana. It's because of the protections that they have now. It's so much different. I mean, God, I remember when chop blocks were legal. I watched the game that caused them to become illegal because it's completely different rules, different game. No, exactly. It's why you can't compare. You can't compare Babe Ruth hitting 60 home runs to Barry Bonds hitting 80 or whatever he hit. It's a different sport. Especially in baseball, you've got different materials, and different training. Ugh. So Thanks, Lobo. All right, that's it for that. Whew. Have a great day, Lobo. I appreciate seeing you, brother. Always a pleasure seeing you. You guys want to see some awesome Batman cosplay? Check out his Instagram. Same username, Instagram.com/Lobo Chicago or Lobo Chicago. Had to make it shorter. But he does the best for just Meredith Penguin I've ever seen. It's amazing. Why the hell is CapCut sending me notifications? Oh. These always seem a lot easier to lift after I'm done doing some crazy lift. All right. So now we're moving on to arms. All right, that's still running. Good. All right, so we are on barbell curls. All right. Barbell, Zotman, drag. Well, drag curls are where I put on my heels. I'm kidding. That's where I'm going to wear my crop top we were talking about earlier. All right. I'm going to do 50 on each side. Just get some big weight on that. Oh, go. Where the heck did that collar? Oh, there it is. Lost a collar. Oh, man. I smell really bad. I'll be glad you're not here right now. That moment of, I don't have a fan down here and I really should. No, move that out of the way. I'm going to switch cameras. All right. Whew. And I need gloves. Those are shoes. Those are not gloves. How are my gloves? Oh, they're really under everything. All right. Here we go. It's kind of little Dragon Ball. This used to be my 7-year-old's favorite song. He would walk around daycare singing this all day, and I didn't know that he would sing it all day at daycare. But they finally one day asked me if Joel knew Japanese. Like, what? And it occurred to me why they were asking. Like, oh God, no. He just watches a lot of Dragon Ball with us. It's a kick-ass song. To the point, there are so many different versions of this song. I had to make a playlist of different versions of this song because he liked it that much. Why couldn't it have been Disney? In camera view there. Five, 6, 7, 8. Yes, I am just happy I'm getting it up there. That's what she said. I hope not. I'm a sweaty mess. Jesus Christ. Whew. So after this, I got to go up and check out some of the food I bought last week for meal prep that I never got around to prepping, see if it's any good. I'm hoping it still is, but I'm doubting it is. And then I got to start meal prep for this week because I got nothing for lunch or dinner for the next week. I have snacks, but I can only get by on so many protein bars or that cookie dough that I made. If you guys are looking for an awesome snack with a ton of protein, it's relatively high calorie. High protein cookie dough. You take quarter cup, I think. I've got the actual recipe in my Discord. If you're not a part of my Discord, there's the link. But you take, I think it's a quarter cup of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a tablespoon of honey. Mix that up until it's nice and smooth. Throw in a scoop of protein powder, a tablespoon of almond flour, and a tablespoon of chocolate chips. Mix that up again. The consistency is like peanut butter. Set it in the fridge if you want, or just eat it straight out of the bowl. It's what I do. It tastes like a cookie. And I use gingerbread protein powder made by Raw Nutrition. It's C-Bum's brand, the whey protein isolate. He has a list. He's made it part of his brand. And it tastes like a gingerbread cookie with chocolate chips, which is a weird combination, but it's also awesome. And it's got between 500 and 600 calories, over 50 grams of protein, and it's so fucking good. It is so fucking good. But because it has so many calories, you have to adjust the rest of your calories for the day if you want that sweet treat, or just have half of it and put the rest in the fridge, eat the second half the next day. If I was smart, I would do that, but my brains are in my taste buds. All right. There we go. Woo woo. 3. Woo woo. 6. 7. 4. Gotta adjust the ooh woo for the sweet treat. Yeah. I got this one vein that's like just about to pop over here. Like right there. It's so close. I've been working super hard on losing this weight. I fall off the bandwagon every once in a while. Really admit it. I had Wendy's the last 2 days just because I needed convenience. But as long as you're tracking your calories and you stay in a deficit. So if you weigh 260 pounds, your calorie budget is somewhere around 3,400, I think. Siri, what's 260 times 12? 3,100. Sorry. 3,100 calories. If you're below that, still gonna lose weight. Overall. So even having Wendy's the last 2 days, I was under that amount. And not to mention that's just the calories I consumed. So you add the workout on top of that, that subtracts it even further. So you don't have to eat bland ass chicken and rice every fucking meal to lose weight. In fact, that's the worst way to lose weight because it's not sustainable and it makes you hate it. Diet culture is literally the worst. You don't need to starve yourself. You don't need to limit yourself to bland food. You can lose weight and still eat delicious food. It's just means recognizing portion sizes and making better choices in your ingredients. The more you can cook, the easier it is. The more water you drink, the easier it is. The only thing I have really had to cut out of my diet has been pop, which last 2 days again fell off the bandwagon. I usually allow myself 1 or 2 Cokes per week. Last 2 days I've had 2 each day. I need to stop that. That's why when Coke was on sale, I did not buy any at the grocery store. That's the one thing that gets me. Ah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I know those were kind of cheat reps. I'm fine with that. Whew. I've accepted that and moved on. Those last couple, I just wanted to get them to move. That's a big weight for me. I have no idea where it falls in line with other people, but it's one of the better covers I've ever heard. This is originally a Journey song. I sent this to my old boss from Mongolian Grill, who's a big classic rock fan, and he loved it. I'm sure he added it to his playlist, to be totally honest. I know Chris. All right, so next thing we're doing is Zotman curls. Ugh. Problem with eating healthy is you eventually find tasty and health recipes and you never fight over the last leftovers. I tell you what, one thing I have noticed was that, so yesterday, I went to Wendy's and I got the same thing I get all the time, which admittedly is not the best choice for somebody who's trying to lose weight. I got the Dave's double, medium size, which meant it was a bigger portion of fries, bigger Coke, and it's a double cheeseburger. And I actually had a problem finishing it. It was full. So I am not nearly, either I'm not nearly as hungry as I used to be, which doesn't make a lot of sense, or I'm just like, my stomach is learning its limits, which is cool. All right, so we're going to do Zotman curls / Arnold curls, depending on how you learn them. I actually learned these as Arnold curls, but he definitely did not invent these. He did develop a press that was similar. I mean, to my knowledge, it may have been someone else too. So this works the biceps and the brachialis. It is the only curl that I know of that is also a compound movement. I do this off to the side so it looks more like a swimming motion rather than doing them straight up and down. So I alternate sides. Whew. I'm not a huge fan of these either, but it's nice that like I'm starting to see. Whoops, it was in this arm. I'm starting to see that definition in my forearms now and in my arms. It's, no, this one. I can't tell which arm I'm looking at, but there's that line right there. Where's that at? Yeah, right here. It's hard. The camera's reversed, so sometimes I'm like dumb, but I mean, it's getting there. Obviously, I'm not going to be winning any bodybuilding shows, but this is going away. These are starting to get more defined. My back looks all right. Not the greatest. It's worse. Shoulders are looking good. I'm pretty happy with most of it. It's this that I need to lose. And unfortunately, as I've said a million times, there's no way to just go belly fat be gone. There's no exercise that'll do it. You do a million crunches a day, you'll be dead. But you can't just do a core workout and expect your gut to go away. Your body will equalize the amount of fat being burned from everywhere. And it's not even like, it's not destroying fat cells, it's just depleting them. I actually found this out recently. You are born with the amount of fat cells you have. So people, when they get liposuction, like that fat is gone forever. It's just other fat takes over eventually. It's such a weird thing. I'm not even sure I understand it completely. Like my wife told me that, I went, no fucking way. And I looked it up, like, sure as shit. Like, you have the same number of fat cells now as you did 20, 30, 40 years ago. It's just they're bigger now. My case are a lot bigger. Oh, that too. Oh. 11, 12, 13. Oh. 17, 18, 19, 20. You know, I was actually going to multi-stream to YouTube, and I totally forgot. I had all those technical difficulties at the beginning. I mean, what is this? Thought that was a crack in my floor. Like, no! You weren't here at the beginning of my stream. Nothing was working on my PC at all. And I tried to fix it. So I like ended up going live like 3 or 4 times. I had to restart my whole PC. And even then, I was talking for the first literal 5 minutes, and the wrong mic was on, even though I selected the correct mic. It was a clusterfuck. But those of you that stuck with, those of you that joined later, those of you that are still here, thank you for having patience with me today. I'm going to do one last set of Zotmans here. I'm going to call it a day, and I'll be back tomorrow, 10 a.m. It's going to be leg day. Tomorrow, we're focusing more on quads. Quads, some hamstring, mostly quads. So there'll be Bulgarian split squats. There'll be a barbell squat, hack squat variation. And if I focus on hamstrings, it'll be stiff leg deadlifts. And then I'm going to push my shoulders a little bit. I have not been pushing the last few weeks just because I've been sore as fuck. But that's going to be what's on the agenda. So I hope you do join me tomorrow. Let's get this last set in. Sounds great, Kev. See, I got one more set, girl. Ah. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, that's it. Woohoo. Yeah, that's all I got. That was a fail right there. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for sticking around, giving me some motivation. And just, being cool as fuck, listening to me rant, give me some good conversation, and, being a wonderful community. I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. You guys have a wonderful day. Celtic, you have a great day too. All right. I'm going to put up some links in chat. If you're not a part of my Discord, link is in chat. Also, if you want to get some cool Wolverine Guy Kev merch, I will be wearing my thick fillet shirt tomorrow. That is available on my merch store. So until then, have a great day. Be safe, y'all.